Hi guys, I'm Mama Mita, and today my video is about checking the threads on your tires. Now, this is a very important thing to do because you want to make sure when you're going down the highway that you got some threads on the tires. If you're in any heat, you just got to have threads. If you're in any rain, you got to have threads on your tires. So, one of the things that I use is I use a copper penny. Now, if you can see the top, once you insert this into the little slits of the tire, if you can see the top of Lincoln's head, then you got a problem. You need to check your tires because at that point your threads are getting too low. So going by that, you cannot see the top of Lincoln's head. So I'm okay. Now the other thing you want to check is you want to run your hand along the tire and make sure and check back here. Take your time and check back here and make sure that there is no raw wire sticking out. What happened with me one time is I was coming with the Previa and I crossed the Canadian border over to right by the very border. And anyway, once we got there, I had a blowout. So I pulled in to check at how bad the tire was, and I was looking around, and I happened to notice that the other tire was about to blow too, because I had wires sticking from the inside of my tire that I couldn't even see. But in the end of the whole thing, what had happened was there was a piece up here that had broke off, and it was damaging my tire. It was making the car come down lower, and so it was hitting on the tire, and that's what caused it. So you want to make sure you're checking these tires. You want to go to the back of the tire and kind of look and see, make sure that they're looking okay. And then when you get down here and you get behind the car, you want to make sure that your tires are even. Now when you look at the tires, you can see they're even. Now if one tire is more leaning lower, then you need to check your tires. So you need to make a visual look at your tires to check that out. And you can do that, usually the best way to do that, not with that piece of wood there, but is to have the car out in front of your ways. If you're going down the freeway, you can always tell when someone's got their back tire or one of their tires. It looks different than the other tires, it's lower. So that's very important to check those. So make sure that there's no cuts. You know, sometimes when you ride somewhere and then you're walking by the car, you might see that there's a cut in the tire. You have to change that tire. You can't ride down the freeway with the tire with a cut or a chunk out of it. You absolutely cannot do that. That tire is at high risk of blowing.
So you had a blowout. You had a blowout at the border, huh?
Yes, I had a big blowout. I had a double blowout on an RV that was 36 feet long, and I had a car caddy with the car up on top of the car caddy and 5 kids. One of them was a baby, and we had a double blowout right past Issaquah in the RV, and it was awful because we had to be towed to North Bend to the truck stop, and the truck stop had the tires to do the repair, but they didn't have the rim because I cracked the rim too. So the next day I had to load up the kids in the Honda Accord and go back to Seattle, pick up the rim, and then bring it back to Northgate to get me back on the road. So did
the baby have?
Pretty much it was my fault. I should have checked the tires before I left home.
Did the baby have a blowout too, or what?
Anyway, if you liked my video today, please give me a thumbs up, and you guys have a good day. Bye now.